Now listen to what you got to say.
What you got to say?
Wake up, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning around the world. It's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
This is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is
the new
gangster, baby. And if you don't know, now you know. No. Good morning around the world, y'all. Sawubona.
Bonjour.
What up, though?
Ni hao.
That's all I got.
Ça passe?
Yeah, nabule. What
yeah.
guan?
Okay, yeah. And buenos dias.
Yeah, buenos dias.
Yes, I said kind of wrong, but you
But we know what it is, though. We know exactly what's happening. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, So I spoke at Permission to Heal.
Okay.
Which was a very nice event.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I wish more men would have came.
Okay. Good morning, Lily.
It's really hard and we could talk about this.
Yeah.
About men getting in touch with their feelings.
Permission to heal.
And it wasn't just from death. It was permission to heal from a relationship.
Okay.
Permission to heal from a job that you felt was your dream job. Anything that you felt like you lost.
Okay.
And you were angry or you disappointed. It was just giving you permission to heal from all of those aspects. So it was a nice safe space. Lola
does amazing.
Yeah, she did a really good job there. Yeah. Tricious, who put it on.
Okay.
Zanita was the doctor, just talking about grief itself. And what that looks like in the different stages of it.
Okay.
I did a testimony. We had a Q&A. We asked really deep questions. What do you require? This is a good one.
Okay.
What do you require at this point in your life?
What you mean?
So for me, I require safety, security, healthy boundaries.
Okay.
And I require for me to show up for me.
I got you.
In non-transactional relationships.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do I require right now?
Yes.
That's a big question that I can't really answer on the fly. But
just think about it. We can break it back.
Though, I like peace.
Peace is always important.
My peace is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Security. You mentioned security. I'm actually reading about insecurity and how most insecurity is rooted in unknowingness.
Mm-hmm.
And so the more you know about a thing, the more secure or comfortable you are with that thing. And so I'm kind of reading and exploring that. That was this morning's work and meditation. Okay. So I require security, safety.
And safety, being a safety place where you can be vulnerable. Somewhere where you can take down your super cape and just know that it's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I got that though. I got that.
I know it.
Yeah.
You're pretty about to hop on in a second.
I got a space for that. And how I use it is I could be more regular in using it, but I know I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I have it. So yeah. And I guess that's the security of knowing that you have it.
Mm-hmm.
The insecurity come from not having it and not knowing that it's available to you. So,
right.
But it's all around us. That's the whole point of the Well for Life and the spaces that you're creating and the work that's being done is to let people know that these things do exist. So you don't have to operate in that insecurity or that worry or that unknown, of am I tripping?
So yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In this last quarter of the year, I'm challenging everybody to figure out what you require in your life right now. Sit down and think about
your must-haves.
Your must-haves right now.
Okay, not your nice-to-haves.
No, and I mean, you can go as simple as 3 and you can have a whole lot. You require happiness. You require, communicate. It's whatever. There's no wrong answers because it's what you require.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. So that sounds like it was amazing, man.
It was. And the food was good. Kitchen whipping. made the food. Whip it. And that was earlier during the day. And then Saturday, Qiana did her first of a couple of the series that she's going to be doing at Neiman's Marcus.
Okay, yeah,
and so she sung, and then Chandler played the sax with her.
They work real good together.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's that's what family do.
Okay.
They so that was really nice. We did like an hour and a half there in the middle of the store.
Oh wow. So that's a whole set.
Yeah, it was a whole set. And then it was really nice to see like the kids come over.
Okay.
And like, oh my gosh, I want to be a singer.
Yeah, that is.
And then good. I think the funniest part of it is watching like the guys, like especially kind of the urban guys or whatever, they're walking by, but they don't want to stop.
Okay.
But they keep on circling by.
They keep walking by. Yeah.
Keep walking
they gotta keep moving, but they want to see what's happening at the same time. Yeah.
And then people kept on breaking out the cameras.
Okay.
And like, so it was really dope. And so we're gonna be doing that like a couple more times.
Okay.
Before the end of the year.
Nice.
So yeah, and then yesterday I kind of just chilled.
Okay.
And I don't do that often.
Just chill.
Just chill,
baby. Just chill. Oh yeah, that's right. That was. I remember when that was new. Boy, that was it. Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Just me and that might be my karaoke song. I might do that one whenever.
Okay, well, have it in the arsenal.
Having it, I gotta have a karaoke. You got a karaoke arsenal? Okay, I need to get me one.
I don't. No, I really don't.
Yeah, I was at karaoke trying to figure out like what can I sing, and I'm like, okay, I need to be ready.
All right,
but I did this Black History bike tour.
Okay,
which was amazing. So we left. We met up at the Wellness Center on 22nd and 15th Avenue. Shout out to Mr. Brave Boy. He actually was at the end of the tour. But the Black History bike tour, you go on different stops, around the city. So we went from the Deuces. We went over to like Peppertown, Methodist Town, stood at the gas plant, district, AKA the Tropicana Field parking lot. And they had a map of what it looked like before. Then you turn it over and it had a map of what was proposed and what they were supposed to be doing. And then standing there, you see what actually happened. So it was kind of surreal. And then having the stories and the narrative from the city council meetings and, the different things that happened over there. We went by Jamestown. So being able to, understand how the name Jamestown came about, and so it was good. I encourage people to take the Black History bike tour. Community Tech Day at Childs Park was also amazing. It followed STEM Saturdays. And so it was like a whole tech, extravaganza.
And he was looking for a tech. It was there.
For tech, it was absolutely there. So shout out to PDAP and the Neighborhood Association and everybody who participated in the Community Tech Day. The Eddie Foundation, EDI's 80. That's how they say it. Raphael and Amber Robinson.
Yeah.
Their foundation for putting that on. And then my brother's birthday, man. We had the gangster party. And so it was nice.
Ain't nothing like a gangster party. Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. So being able to spend time with, family. My family for real. So yeah. And then yesterday we had a good family day at the house, like kind of on the heels of the gangster party.
Okay.
So yeah, so I had a good weekend. It was
all right.
amazing.
It sounds nice and relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, we did a ribbon cutting for the district park on the Deuces. So on 5th Avenue South, there's a new park there right by the trail. It's interesting because there's no parking for it. So if you do something there, you don't have to work something out with the Job Corps. But it's more like a pop-up spot. But it has a pavilion similar to the pavilion like at Deuce's Corner.
Okay.
And so
it's on 5th and what?
5th and 22nd. So right across the street from Job Corps.
Where the building's at?
So you know what Job Corps is?
Yeah, I know what.
Right across, like if you cross the street going to where the train station is, the old train stop, it's like right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little small piece. You'll be able to see it. There's a mural right there by Zulu Painter, like on the.
Okay.
So it's a mural right there. some open green space, a couple benches out there, and then it has the pavilion if you wanted to do an event or something out there.
Oh, okay.
But we cut the ribbon on that as well. So I was kind of running around in the morning and then the gangster party in the evening. But yeah, it was nice, man. All right. Events. We got this Raise Your Voice, Healthy St. Pete. So your city needs your voice for a healthy food action plan. It's more than a program. It's a collective effort to boost health and equity. Focused on 16 census tracts, this plan targets areas with higher poverty rates and limited access to healthy food options, also known as food deserts. Issues include restricted food, retail, transportation, and nutrition education. Bottom line is your unique perspective matters, so we're asking you to join the community food forums. They will be starting on tomorrow. I don't like the time, but okay, it is what it is. It's 1:30 p.m. tomorrow at the Childs Park Rec Center. That's the first one. And then if you can't make it in person, you can join virtually on November 15th at 3 p.m. And then in December, that's when they start getting more into my time frame of like the evening meeting. So December 13th. And you can visit healthystpetefl.com, healthystpetefl.com for more details. But this is another one of those opportunities for you to give your input, give your feedback, and let's talk about what we need in order to have healthy food and a healthy food action plan in our community. Yeah. Also, just wanted to make a note that the city of St. Petersburg recently released a comprehensive renter's guide. This actually was spearheaded by the Codes Compliance Assistance Director, Joe Wall, and his team. And the whole idea is to focus on the assistance part of Codes Compliance by assisting renters, and they don't require any additional staff. And so the Renter's Guide is a valuable tool that was developed as a part of the strategic repurposing of existing roles within the Codes Compliance Assistance Department. The importance of preventing evictions cannot be overstated, and this guide serves as a practical tool to help navigate the city's rental landscape. You can actually download a copy of the Renter's Guide by going to d7speaks.com.
Say D7 Speaks.
D7, District 7 Speaks. Yeah. Yep. So d7speaks.com. And you can actually download a copy of the recently released Renter's Guide. And then last thing we have here is the Great American Teach-In, which is an opportunity for parents and members of the community to come in, speak to students about their occupations, hobbies, or areas of interest. Although the focus of the Great American Teach-In is to give students information on a variety of careers, we also encourage volunteers to speak about hobbies, areas of interest, or organize an activity. You can even read a story or just teach a class. You can choose how long you stay at the school. So if you want to visit all day, you can do that. Or if you just want to spend about an hour with the students, you do so as well. If you're interested in participating, you could contact your closest neighborhood school. I gotta say, contact your closest neighborhood school and ask for the family and community liaison, and then they'll be able to get you set up and registered to participate in the Great American Teach-In. That's what I got for community shout outs. That's stuff, all right. Stuff that's going on in this city. In the city for real. Would you rather?
Good morning, Kronk.
Coco.
Yeah.
Coco. Is that Coco? Good morning. All the way from the ATL. Qiana, good morning. Lily.
Yes, good morning, Qiana.
Lily say come to Perkins.
Call us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see tweet, 22nd and tech. What's up? Appreciate you tuning in.
So here we go. Would you rather? Would you rather find $100 bill floating in a public toilet?
Okay.
Or a $20 bill in your own pocket?
Hold on. Find a $100 bill
floating in the toilet. A public toilet. Not in the toilet, but the public toilet. Or a $20 bill in your own pocket.
My first thought is taking the 20 out of my own pocket.
That's what I'm saying. I know what it is. So that means you're gonna lose $80.
Ain't no loss. It wasn't mine to start with. It wasn't mine to start with. But it depends on the times that we're dealing with. So find a $100 bill in a public toilet or a $20 bill in your own pocket.
So if you in that, maybe like if you got some gloves, you can pick it up. Right?
Yeah, you can get creative with
and then you get, like, if you're public, let's say you at a Wawa's, you can get gas with it. Buy all this stuff. Get rid of it. Right?
Yeah. Don't even play with it. Yeah,
get rid of it.
Don't even play. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, you look in a public toilet and you see $100 bill. Ooh.
I'm not even gonna lie.
What is that giving? What is
Mr. Edmund?
You think he'll take the $100 out of the?
He's on Facebook.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm discussing. Mr. Edmund, what you say? 20 in the pocket better than 100 in the toilet. He said 100 in Tweet say all money ain't good money. Qiana, what you say? Put it in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking, man. Let us know what y'all thinking. Would you take the 100 out the toilet or the 20 in your pocket? Yeah, I'll probably go with the 20 in the pocket.
I think I'm going, but if I took the 100 out the toilet,
yeah.
Oh, I'm getting rid of, I'm not even gonna there's no, it's gonna be somebody else pissy 100.
Oh, you exchanging it real quick.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
if I get gloves, do it. Boom, boom, boom. Right, go pay $20 in gas.
Okay.
Boom, and then they're gonna give me $80 in change. I don't have the pissy 100.
Okay, this pissy 100 gone.
It's somebody else's problem.
Now you up. Qiana said, "I'm going to get a bag from the store clerk and use it to get the $100 out the toilet." There you go. You got to get creative. See, I thought about something like that too. I was thinking, how would you get this? Heaty. That's how you say it. You couldn't say 50. Heaty 100. Good morning, Tamika. Tamika, what you doing? Would you rather find $100 in a public toilet or $20 in your own pocket?
I'm gonna say Tamika's. If I know Tamika, I'm saying she's taking the $20 in her pocket. Ooh. But I could be wrong.
Tweet hit you with this though. She said it's not like we know what any of the money that has been that we already got has been through anyway.
Right, it ain't. But
because the money you got, that $20 in your pocket might have
been in the toilet at one point.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you know.
Yeah, I guess that knowingness.
Because again, if I'm giving it up, whoever get that $100 next, they
will know that it's been in the toilet. They just know that they up. That's all that it is. They up.
And then I mean, because just think they recycle. So if I give them the public toilet 100, they're gonna take it to the bank.
Oh yeah, it's going in.
And then the bank is gonna give it to somebody who go and cash a check or go to the ATM machine.
It's so back in circulation.
Take it because it's going back and somebody's gonna get it and put it back in circulation. Might as well be me.
Okay, well, $100 from the public toilet. There you have it, folks. Y'all put your answer in the chat. Let us know what you gonna do. What your choice would be in that moment. All right, so today is November 13th.
Okay.
November 13th. We got some Black history facts here we want to talk about real quick. So in 1956, the United States Supreme Court declared Alabama laws requiring segregated buses unconstitutional. This was a significant victory in the Montgomery bus boycott that was led or initiated by Rosa Parks, Dr. King, and all of them. And so, when it started off, you like, okay, we boycott and make some change. And then in 1956, on this day, that change actually happened.
Okay.
And then we still sit in the back of the bus because that's where all the cool kids was.
Wait, so what? Yeah, we do.
Right?
We'll go straight to we fought to be in the front.
Yeah.
But I guess it's having the option.
I guess fight to be wherever you want to be on the bus.
Not required.
Not limited. Yeah. Because there was like a time I think they said was like if it was an empty seat, you could sit in the front. But if a white person needed it, you had to get up out of it.
I thought it was if there was a white person needed it anywhere on the bus, they had to get up.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter if it was the front or the back.
Yeah. But
young or old.
Young or old. Yeah.
If somebody white came up, you had to get up.
Give it up. 1969, activist and scholar Angela Davis was arrested by the FBI in connection with an armed takeover of a Marion County courtroom. She was later acquitted of all charges. 1982, the Vietnam Veteran Memorials in Washington, D.C. was designed by an African-American architect, Maya Lin, was dedicated. In 2000, on this day, Condoleezza Rice, remember Condoleezza? Mm-hmm. Condoleezza Rice became the first African-American woman to be appointed as the National Security Advisor to the President of the U.S. And then in 2020, I remember we talked about this, the Caribbean island nation of Barbados, that's where Qiana from. Mm-hmm. The island nation of Barbados announced its intention to remove Queen Elizabeth II as head of state and transition to a republic by November of 2021, replacing the British monarch with its own ceremonial president. So that was some of the things that happened on November 13th.
Wow.
In Black history. But that thing in Barbados was big news, I remember. Look, stuff that was happening in our lifetime. And they're doing it now in Africa. A lot of African places are getting rid of the French. We talked about that.
They are middle fingering them all the way.
Give us free.
And they is getting the middle finger everywhere.
Yeah, to the French.
Yes.
Yeah. No longer want the French. So they're kicking them out. Today is also World Kindness Day. You want to know what World Kindness Day is?
Yes.
Let me tell you what World.
Go ahead.
I'm glad you asked.
World Kindness Day.
That's a great question. World Kindness Day, observed on November 13th, is a global initiative that encourages people to engage in acts of kindness, both small and large. The day aims to promote goodwill and emphasize the positive power of kindness to change the world. Individuals, organizations, and communities participate by performing acts of kindness, promoting compassion, and spreading positivity, stuff that we kind of do already every day. The emphasis is not only on the impact of kindness on the recipients, but also on how it positively affects the well-being of those who practice it. From simple gestures organized to community-organized projects, World Kindness Day serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy, compassion, and fostering a more harmonious and caring world.
So we can be Grinches the rest of the year?
I mean, yeah, pick your struggle.
These holidays is,
Angel, good morning.
It's always something for me, but I think that you should be kind to people anyway. In general.
That's right. I think this is, I guess if you wanted to organize and do something like special outside of like your individual acts of kindness, then today would be like, the day we're going to do some organized.
So here's challenge number 2. Okay. If y'all just chiming in, the first challenge is to find out what you require for yourself in this season.
Yep.
There's no wrong answers. It's just, what do you require for yourself? Security, safety, healthy relationships, healthy boundaries, non-transactional relationships, whatever it is, no wrong answer. Just think about it. That's your first assignment. Your second for today is just to do something kind.
Yeah, be kind.
Be kind. And I'm going to say,
random acts of kindness. Yeah.
And push it back for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Not just today.
Yeah, kick it all the way off. Yeah.
Take it all the way to New Year's.
World kindness from now on.
Yeah.
Magic wand. Waving it. World kindness.
Open. That could be open the door for somebody.
Yeah, smile. Just a smile.
Because you never know how far a smile will go.
That's true. And it's like all kind of research. Oh, that's what they were saying too. Like it not only impacts the person who receives the kindness, but the kind act that you do does something for you as well.
Right.
So if you like feeling bad and you in a bad way, then help somebody, do something for somebody.
It really makes you,
and it makes you feel better.
It melts your little stone heart at the point.
Chip away at the stones around your heart. Do something good for somebody. It's also kicking off Anti-Bullying Week. Anti-Bullying Week, typically observed in November. A campaign dedicated to raising awareness about the prevalence of bullying and promoting efforts to stop it. This week involves various activities, programs, and discussions in schools, workplaces, and communities. The focus is on educating people about the different forms of bullying, its impact on individuals, and strategies that can address it. So this week, there's an opportunity for you to participate in some anti-bullying stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Renee.
Yeah. Themes also, they said each year covers different topics like cyberbullying, mental health. The role of bystanders is a big one when you talk about bullying.
So do you think, okay, so we talk about this, about bullying and this parenting thing.
It's a frequent topic.
Right. Yep. And I mean, it's something because where do we, because I think again we have like shielded our children and people from protecting themselves in any type of situation,
like conflict, confrontation.
Right. They don't know how to handle conflict resolution.
Okay.
And then we're teaching them that when something gets hard or you're uncomfortable, somebody can be removed immediately. And then once they leave school, that's no longer a thing.
So if the bully is removed from school, then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I know like people like in school right now, a child get bullied. They, instead of them making them talk it out or whatever the case may be, y'all know where I stand. The views expressed in Qiana, not nobody else.
Because you got your own idea on how to handle bullies.
Yeah, right, I do. I think you got to stand up to them to a degree. Now, I do think that there are times when you do need to report. I'm not saying that's not a thing, because you do need to report, but the first incident, they remove the bully out of the classroom, and then they tell the kids that they no longer can talk to each other.
Okay, they just separate you.
And I don't think that's solving the problem.
Yeah, conflict avoidance and conflict resolution are two different things,
right?
And you can't avoid a conflict that you're already in. You have to resolve the conflict. So I unite with that. It's just how do you resolve the conflict?
How do you resolve it is different. Because, Qiana is, you talk about me, I'm talking about your mama. You know what I mean?
I mean, everybody in the family.
Yeah, everybody can get it.
But that might not resolve. That's going to escalate it.
It could, but then it also teach them too that, like, I mean, honestly,
Mama Blue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And King Jab's story, a 727 story, MRT conflict resolution is available.
Okay.
And so y'all get at King Jab, the voice of the people.
And I think conflict resolution is very important. I've been screaming this for a long time.
It's all, it's the most important one. I mean, because you think about it, at the end of the day, conflict resolution is a communication skill.
It really is.
And a lot of that stuff can be done through.
And I do think when people don't know conflict resolution because they don't know how to articulate how they feel. And so typically most people either shy away from it or they react in anger if they don't know how to like navigate that.
Yeah. So that's what this week is. And so find you some resources around bullying. Again, Anti-Bullying Week aims to instill a sense of responsibility and empowerment in individuals to stand up against bullying. Emil, what up, though?
Hey.
Last thing, Sadie Hawkins Day. So Sadie Hawkins Day is celebrated in some parts of the United States. It's a day when women and girls are encouraged to take initiative by inviting a man or boy on a date or to a dance. The tradition, often associated with school or community events, reverses the customary dating norms when men typically make the first move. It originated from the Sadie Hawkins dance concept in Al Cap's comic strip, Lil Abner. The idea is to challenge traditional gender roles in dating and empower women to express interest in someone they would like to spend time with. And Qiana is shaking her head.
I do not subscribe. This is the views, friends. I do not subscribe.
You don't support Sadie Hawkins Day?
I do not subscribe. I do not subscribe.
Let us know, y'all. What y'all think? What you think? Emil, you welcome, man. Come on through, bro. Come through. Miss Debbie, what up?
No, I do not subscribe. I do not
Y'all
subscribe.
call in and tell us what y'all think about Sadie Hawkins Day. Sadie Hawkins Day. Hold on. I mean, I got daughters. I'm kind of a traditionalist too, though. This is one day.
One day. No. So, okay.
So Sadie Hawkins Day basically is the one day where it's okay for the woman to shoot her shot. What about that? She can slide in the DM on Sadie Hawkins Day.
So listen, I do subscribe to the two people in the relationship. Do whatever you want to do.
But that's what it is. They trying to get in the relationship.
So listen,
and he might not be making his move. So,
So this is
she murdered Urkel. Remember Murder Urkel?
Yes.
But that was Sadie Hawkins every day.
No. But you can position yourself to be asked.
Okay.
But I'm not asking.
You position yourself to be asked. And if you're not getting asked, then what do you do?
You move on.
You just missed it. That might be, well, I guess so. That ain't the love of your life. So you be saying, what's wrong with expressing your interest in someone? What's wrong?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with it. I don't subscribe.
Okay.
So here we go. I don't care how much I like you. You have to make the first move. Okay. Now I'm gonna bat my eye. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you really making your move. Batting the eye is kind of a move. That's
no. I didn't ask you out on a date.
Okay.
No.
But I'm letting you know that if you ask,
you might get an extra smile. Okay, you know what I mean? Okay. You might get more conversation than normal.
Okay.
There may be clues there, but you have to be the one to initiate it.
Okay.
Now that's just me. I believe
to initiate the conversation,
to initiate the conversation, because I can initiate conversation. It don't have to be, but to initiate a date.
Yeah.
Oh no, the first date is on you, honey.
Okay, you not making the move.
Oh no,
no Sadie Hawkins for Qiana.
The first date is on you. Now, once we're dating, I can initiate dates. That's no problem.
Once the relationship is going,
right? Once it starts, but
the
initial, no.
You be asking, you shall receive.
You better ask whoever you want to take out on that date. Because
Miss Debbie says sometimes men need a little help and a push.
And a little push is
that's the batting of the eyes.
The batting of the eyes.
Oh my God!
If you don't catch it,
okay.
I don't know. So let me tell you this. So I remember I liked this guy a lot, right?
Okay.
And so I like popped up, like, you know what I mean? I'm like having general conversation. We would see each other out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he made like this whole statement. And this is where it backfired. He was like, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I was like, why won't he ask me out? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, boom, boom, boom. And clearly we liked each other because we had a flirty relationship.
Okay.
Now, eventually he did ask me out.
Okay. But if you would have asked him, it might have got the train rolling a little sooner.
They might have, but I wasn't finna do it.
You don't do that yet.
No, I'm one of the people that I know that gender roles switch, but I like gender roles.
Hey, Miss Emma. Good morning from Lakeland.
No, I like gender roles.
Yeah, you okay with gender roles?
I'm really okay. Like, I don't want to open my door. I don't want to pump my gas. I don't want to take out my garbage. I don't really want to do my yard work. Yeah. Now, will I get out there and do all of that? Yes, but I don't want to do that. And don't be mad at me because I rather do more what they would say girly stuff. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm okay if you want to open your door. I'm not opening my door.
Okay, that's a personal preference. Yeah,
that's a personal preference. Like the first date, I'm not taking you out.
Okay, so that's
my brother still take me out every Sunday.
Sadie Hawkins Day. So Miss Emma just jumped in. I want to let her know what we're talking about. So we're talking about Sadie Hawkins Day. Today is Sadie Hawkins Day, and it's celebrated in some parts of the United States. And this is when the idea is to challenge traditional gender roles in dating and empower women to express interest in someone they would like to spend time with. Sadie Hawkins events are often lighthearted and humorous, embracing the idea of breaking away from stereotypes while fostering a sense of equality in social interactions. You don't have to wait on the man to ask you.
That's fine, but I am. And there's no fear, you say, what's the fear? There's no fear.
Okay.
I just think that there's some things that I want to keep traditional, and that's it. Just like I'm never asking a man to marry me.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I mean, yeah. The woman proposing to a man.
No. So again, if you asking for the first date, you might as well get on your knees and say, yeah. If you initiating the first relationship,
going too far. You can initiate the first date, but that don't mean you gonna do a whole proposal.
I think then you step into the role, like you start. No,
it's not one day.
It's one proposal.
Just a day.
It's one proposal.
Okay, so I guess if you wait on a man to marry you and he haven't married you, today is Sadie Hawkins Day. You can go ahead and make that proposal if such you choose.
And I'm not doing it.
Okay.
And I don't suggest any other woman do it.
Y'all call in, help me out. Would you ask a man for on a date on Sadie Hawkins Day?
And we can continue this in a little bit because we do have to take a small break because we have some bills to be paid, right?
We do.
And so y'all know this is community radio. We ask y'all to help us keep the lights on and us in these seats.
For real.
So here's some ways that you can do it. You can go to the website, right?
Yes, you can.
And donate.
99jamsthebird.com.
Yeah, baby.
Hit that donate button, man.
Or you can send stars.
What are stars?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, yeah.
Stars is something that Facebook has.
Okay.
And you know what? If you've never received the stars before, Facebook give you your first 200 for free.
What you say?
Yes, I do.
Free?
Free.
Okay, and if you can't afford, if you need to buy some.
Once you do that,
Okay.
they're 1 cent.
A penny?
Where can you get something for a penny at?
Facebook.
That's it.
Stars.
And then it even gets better. The more you buy.
Hold on now.
Hold
on.
Clutch your pearls.
What's better than a penny?
They're less than a penny. The more you buy, the cheaper.
Oh man, what you say? Get y'all some stars.
Get you some stars. Send it us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And then when we get back, we'll continue this conversation about proposal, asking guys on the first date. Since he want to talk about Sadie Hawkins Day.
It is Sadie Hawkins Day, so y'all let us know. Would you be willing or open to asking somebody to go on a date?
Yeah.
On Sadie Hawkins Day? We got a lot of challenges too. We got some news. We got headline news. We got a great Ask Qiana. It's actually a teenager that sent in.
Oh, wow.
Qiana. And so we got a teen looking for some support. We got a lot coming up after the break.
Before I say, I'm approaching my next man for sure. I'm afraid of guys these days.
So you gonna make that move? That's what I'm talking about. If you pick, you kind of know how you starting anyway. I mean, it's like a box of chocolates. I guess you never really know what you're gonna get, but.
All right, let's take this break.
She's going to make the approach. My wife said, nope, I'm not asking. I'm old school. I already knew what that was. We'll be right back, y'all.
Has said the hospital is no longer functioning with the lack of power at the complex significant.
Uniting communities and inspiring change. These are the principles that guide Council Member Mohammed's commitment to District 7. His dedication to service and commitment to progress goes beyond the council chamber. He believes in active engagement and meaningful connections, and he's going above and beyond to demonstrate the power of community and the potential for positive change. Let's explore a few of the activities that highlight the unity and inspiration he's bringing to our district. Asset mapping and institutional site visits. Councilmember Mohammed understands that strong representation begins with an intimate knowledge of our community. He's actively mapping the assets of District 7, engaging with schools, churches, businesses, and neighborhood associations. These visits are more than just meet and greets. They're opportunities to forge bonds within our community. By understanding the strengths and challenges unique to each area, Councilmember Mohammed can better advocate for the diverse needs of District 7. One-on-one meetings. Hosting one-on-one meetings with constituents are one of the cornerstones of Councilmember Mohammed's approach. They provide personalized connections, ensuring that your concerns and ideas are heard directly. These meetings foster open dialogue and collaboration, enabling more effective representation. Your voice matters, and Councilmember Mohammed is committed to ensuring it is heard. Community events and activities. Councilmember Mohammed recognizes the value of active participation in community events. By partaking in gatherings focused on issues like domestic violence awareness, gun violence prevention, food insecurity, and literacy, he not only lends his support but is using his platform to raise awareness about pivotal issues impacting our district. This dynamic involvement sends a powerful message of unity and support. The legacy at Jordan Park. Councilmember Mohammed was honored to attend the ribbon cutting and grand opening of the legacy at Jordan Park. The completion of this project symbolizes the commitment of community advocates who were willing to stay the course to ensure the housing needs of our seniors and others in our community are met. This event represents a significant advancement, creating new opportunities, safe and decent spaces for residents. Councilmember Mohammed was there to share in this crucial moment and show his appreciation for those who are committed to community growth. Legislative advocacy. Councilmember Mohammed's dedication to District 7 is unwavering. He spoke strongly in support of a referendum on the Rays Stadium, advocating for the community's right to have a say in pivotal decisions. He's also committed to seeing the successful implementation of the recently passed Women and Minority-Owned Business Enterprise Program, which is intended to nurture diversity in our local businesses. He has also been vocal about the need to honor the spirit and intent of community advisory councils that give residents a seat at the table and the ability to give direction to city staff and council members on policy procedures and resource allocations. Community engagement. Our council member has been tireless in his work to establish the 49th Street Business District and bolster our local economy. He's also helping to organize community engagement for the CRA Mobility Study and 49th Street Safe Streets for All Planning Study, highlighting his commitment to addressing essential transportation, mobility, and safety issues. These initiatives are driving progress and safety in our district, underlining his dedication to ensuring the business corridors in our community thrives and the safety of our residents is prioritized. Brother John Mohammed is not just your city council representative, he's a true partner in progress and a catalyst for change. Your voice is not lost in the noise, it's amplified through him, and together, we can achieve remarkable progress. Connect with Councilmember Mohammed and get in the game by visiting www.d7speaks.com, www.d7speaks.com, and subscribing to our newsletter. Let's continue building a stronger, more vibrant District 7 together. Your voice matters, and together, we inspire change.
All right. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
And
we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us to redefine what's cool, because smart
is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
And if you didn't know,
now you know. No.
Yes.
So we was talking about Sadie Hawkins Day.
And you be hop right in.
You right back. Oh, the question was asked, who pays for the date, right?
Yeah, and so the person who asks pays for the date.
Okay, so if you Sadie Hawkins that day, you made your move, then the date is on you.
And I feel like once you take point at the beginning, you kind of put yourself in that role.
Okay.
Right. Yep. And I do think about men always say, I want to be treated like a man, respect me. I'm going to let you do what you do.
Okay. Including make the first move.
You got to make the first move.
But if that move ain't made,
then I move on.
Oh, look. My wife, she like co-signed that. I saw that. Nope, I'm not making no move.
No, and I'm okay with positioning.
Miss Emma said she going for her. Shoot your shot. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Emma, shoot your shot. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot your shot,
Miss Emma.
We in the future.
Shoot your shot.
We in the future right now.
And then when you the one paying all the bills. No, I'm joking. Hello, caller. Introduce yourself.
You know it's me. Y'all hilarious this morning. So listen, this is what I want. Two things.
Yes.
Why is it made a gender thing instead of just an interest thing? The gender shouldn't matter if you're interested in someone. The other thing is, what if you like how you tell, oh, my homegirl like you. Well, why didn't she come tell me she like you?
Okay.
Or she like me? And I've been in that situation before. And then the girl a girl I'm seeing tell me this other girl like, she liked me all this time. Why she ain't never say nothing?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't know she liked me.
Right.
If I would have known, she would have had the opportunity. We could have this, but I ain't know.
Showing interest. Showing interest.
Okay.
And asking out on the first date is totally two different things. Me engaging and having conversation with you, me allowing you to be in my space and all this other stuff is me kind of showing interest. And if you didn't catch the clues, I'm sorry. I don't know what route you was on. I do understand that sometimes there's not a clear road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, do they like me? Do they not? And I feel like it's the guy job to do that, unfortunately. And I mean,
but we ain't psychics. So if you like somebody, instead of playing around with your own feelings and emotions and missing the opportunity, why not just say, "Hey, I'm interested in you." You know what I mean?
You said if you would have known, it would have been different. So that means you.
It could have been.
No, that means you were interested too. So what were you waiting on?
What? Listen. I told you it was two girls. Wait. Listen.
I hear you. I hear you. I ain't trying to do this with Qiana though. But I hear you.
Yeah, but wait. It's two girls. So then I was just okay. Well, maybe they like got the girl code thing going on. Okay, so this right. Okay, boom. Then when I'm with this, she tell me the other girl. My friend liked it too.
Oh,
I'm like, I ain't know that.
Had no idea.
I ain't know that. So why you did? Why we doing what we? But my friend liked it too, but she didn't want to say. Well, she should have said something.
She shy brothered him.
The shy brother.
So how because I don't know if you want to be friends or friends.
Yeah. Like friends with a small F or friends with a capital
F. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the other thing, I don't know if y'all playing the girl code thing, like, hey, well, I like him and you like him, but I liked him first. So that, I don't know what's going on.
I've been there.
Hey,
no, I've been there.
Clear it out.
No, I appreciate it, UB. Thanks for calling me, brother.
Yeah.
And Qiana, you saying if UB didn't catch the sign, then he just wasn't paying attention. That's your thing.
I mean, so Cheyenne's father, right? Back long time ago, I remember we went on this retreat with the church, and I remember the roommate at the hotel. I told her, I said, "Girl, guess who I like?" She said, "Who?" I said, "JR." She said, "Me too."
Okay. So now who make the move?
She made the move.
Okay, because she was on her Sadie Hawkins type stuff.
And that became her boyfriend.
Okay, because she was on her Sadie Hawkins type stuff.
But soon after.
Okay.
he came back and asked me because he always liked me.
Okay, gotcha. So what's for you is for you.
What's for you is for you.
I hear
just
that.
feel like I'm not making no moves. Like, I mean, do what you want to do.
Okay.
But I just, I hear
that.
Do you want your daughters to make the move?
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not. But I mean, what guy does? So, headline news. Let's talk about some headlines. Did you see this? So the Montgomery riverfront tragedy actually gets deeper, right? Okay. So in a somber turn of events, the aftermath of the Riverfront Park brawl in Montgomery reveals an unfortunate twist. Damian Pickett, the co-captain who endured an attack in the viral incident, now finds himself facing third-degree assault charges. You heard that? Mm-mm. So the black dude, throwed up the hat.
I know what you're talking
about. Yeah. So in a shocking development, already in a troubling narrative. As we reflect on the August clash, it's disheartening to learn that Pickett's initially the victim is now navigating a legal storm. The brawl sparked by a docking dispute saw Pickett being subjected to racial insults. Now he's in the legal crossfire. They said with Richard Roberts and Mary Todd from the opposing pontoon boat, they entered guilty pleas. The spotlight now shifts onto him and his unexpected legal journey. Reggie Ray, the one who was wielding the folding chair, he also faces charges. And a once clear narrative is now clouded with complexity. And it's crazy because he was attacked and now he's actually being charged with a third-degree felony.
So this is when the justice system, I feel like, fails us, right? Boom, boom, boom. Just like when somebody, you hear rob your house and then they cut themselves and then they sue you because you was never supposed to be there. I didn't invite you in. Yep. You hear.
Yeah, it's like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah, you mad at Goldilocks?
No. Goldilocks is mad with them because the porridge
that's what I meant. Yeah,
the porridge too hot.
That's their porridge. Right. That's their man. They house. You broke. So you see how they allow gold.
Yeah. But that was, a lesson in privilege that we learned very early.
But we didn't see it.
Yeah.
They showed it to us right in front of our eyes. And then I know we kind of talked about this again. The three bears that happen to be brown. Bears are brown or black. And Goldilocks broke into the black people's house.
Yep.
Ate they porch, slept in their bed.
Yep.
And then they prosecuted.
Yeah,
because they asked you to get out and not eat their food.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what's happening with the brother. So he was defending himself, and apparently you don't have the right to self-defense in Alabama because they said that he is now finding himself facing third-degree assault charges. I don't see how.
Where Benjamin Crump at?
Yeah,
yeah. Benjamin
Crump, we need you. You up? Right there. Ben, you up, man?
Yep.
You up?
Come on, get this man free. Yeah, drop these charges because this don't even make any sense though.
Yeah.
Because one, he was doing his job.
Yep.
And his job was to clear the dock for the boat to come in.
Went over there, asked him nicely.
Right. And then you know what I mean? And he had to clear. That's what he was paid to do.
And he cleared it. With help. with help. So yeah, we're gonna keep our eyes on that and continue to follow that as the details arise. But yeah, Ben Crump, you up, man. Florida's minimum wage boost to $12 an hour. The question is it a step forward or is it falling short? So Florida recently upped its minimum wage to $12 an hour, a change that was driven by voter-approved constitutional amendments. However, as the state moves towards a $15 minimum wage, concerns are arising about whether or not that's enough. The impending $15 minimum wage, while progressive, is sparking debate on the impact. Small businesses, especially in sectors like food service, could face challenges in the competition for workers, unlike larger establishments. They're saying Florida's wage journey raises the question about striking the right balance between employee well-being and small business sustainability. As the minimum wage landscape transforms, its effects on diverse industries will also be closely watched. And then there's the subtext of that is the time that it's taken to get to 15. By the time you get to 15 ain't going to be enough.
I mean, 15 ain't enough now.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, one, we need to figure out how these people can afford to live here first.
Yes.
Like, something has to slow down so that something can catch up.
Okay.
You know, it has to, because Rent is not slowing down. Mortgages is not slowing down for anybody.
Groceries not slowing down.
Groceries, none of that stuff is slowing down. And so for it to, and I understand why they poured it in really slow, or
that was it was a compromise. It was the push was to get 15 as a minimum in one fell swoop, and then the organizing and the negotiation came back to say, okay, we'll do it incrementally.
Right.
I think it might have been like the first bump was like to 10 or 11. And so we're in like that second or third year of this path to 15, which is supposed to take place by 2026, I want to say.
Right.
So it's like $1 a year to get to 15. And then after that, it's going to be indexed to the, the cost of living. But again, that incremental increase ain't increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep your eyes on that.
No. So, I mean.
Yeah. $15. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm actually going to be participating in this thing called ALICE. I think it's Asset Limited Income. I can't think of the acronym, but it's basically talking about people who are working, but they just still can't afford to survive.
That's almost everybody here. Like I hear the stories, like we talked about, like even the nurses, and that's considered as a great profession to have.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to live here.
Right.
And nurses make great money.
But they still,
they can't afford to live here.
Asset limited income challenged employees or something like that, I want to say. But they're doing a data walk tomorrow morning where they're going to go through the data and really show. They do like an annual report to show you how many people who are asset limited, right? And cost burden. That's the other part. And I'm going to tell
you, it's capitalism at its finest. And so I believe in people making their money. Don't get me wrong. But because of where we at, people are tripling, doubling everything because they can.
Right.
Like you see the price of eggs, right? They were like ridiculous. And I'm like, wait, the chicken that laid the eggs, did you have to pay for that same chicken again? They charge you extra rent for laying them eggs. No, they did not. And then it goes back, well, the feed was, come on, stop it. It did not cause for you to triple the price of eggs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The milk that you get from the cow, you have that cow there. So you didn't have to rebuy that cow.
Yeah.
To take milk from $1.19 to $5.
But the gas that you have to pay for your truck to send it from the farm to the grocery store increased. And so who does that increase go to?
Again, this is capitalism at its finest, where they see a loop or and they go ahead.
Profit. It's definitely profit over people.
Yeah.
Javon said by the time it's $15 an hour in 2026, it won't be worthy of the increase because cost of living, it's crazy. Yeah. And then going back to the attack, UB said it's because the one guy he hit didn't attack him. And so that's why the brother's being charged. So y'all keep your eyes on that. But yeah, so that y'all also.
Well, he shouldn't have been there. He should have ran.
Should have stayed out the way.
You're guilty by association. You look like he was about to.
Let's go. All right, so Georgia is to become the first state to sell medical marijuana in pharmacies. Georgia has made a significant move in the accessibility of medical marijuana, becoming the first state in the U.S. to allow pharmacies to sell cannabis products. Governor Brian Kemp approved the Georgia Board of Pharmacy's ruling in September. These sales are strictly regulated with low-dose THC products available to patients who meet specific criteria. The THC content is limited to 5%. Basically, products include oils, topicals, capsules, and lozenges. While franchise pharmacies like CVS and Walmart won't carry these products, many independent operators will. The move is seen as a positive step for patients seeking medically approved marijuana, especially in a southern state. However, advocates are emphasizing the need for further amendments to increase accessibility and reduce the impact of disproportionate marijuana-related arrests on Black and brown people. Because now that you're actually going to be selling weed in pharmacies, you still got people locked up in Georgia state prisons for selling weed in street pharmacies. And that's the push now, is like, how do you address those who have like long sentences or have criminal records for a product that was once illegal that's now legal? How do you navigate
They need
that?
to get out. Their record need to be expunged for that charge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like for them to get some money back, but I don't see them doing that.
No, you ain't getting nothing back.
Yeah.
Some compensation for
something,
because I guess the argument will be, well, it was illegal when you did it, but it's legal now.
But so what we know about city, state, they have a projected agenda.
Yeah.
And believe me, we talking about legalizing weed ain't just happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, it's been an ongoing
for a long time. And I mean, they knew that this was eventually gonna come up.
Right.
But they decided to still get free labor from people as long as they could, because they knew there's no consequences for their actions.
Right. So yeah, keep your eyes on that too, because that's going to be another one of those big waves, man.
The views expressed was of Qiana. Let me say that.
But no, that's going to be a big wave, though. Just looking at how you navigate, you know, righting wrongs as it relates to disproportionate sentencing. And UB said they would have to make a retroactive law where they go back. You know, once it's legal, like you have to go back and, as opposed to starting now, you have to actually go back to when the disproportionate impact happened.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing them doing that.
But I mean, to be honest, I think some of them may want some money, but they'll like their freedom a lot.
Of course, you give me freedom and I'll go get some money.
Matter
of fact, that's what they was doing when they was jeopardizing their freedom in order to get the money that got them in there. So yeah, but also just paving the way for people who have that skill set and that experience to be able to get involved in the industry. I know it was talked about last week on the show, how the barriers to entering that market and participating in that in the industry are ridiculous. It's like $1 million or something for licenses.
Yeah,
and
something crazy to try to get in there. And I mean, it's very discouraging,
right,
for people who've been in the industry for a long time, and then for you to come and snatch it from them and be like, yeah.
I wonder how they handled that with prohibition and like with alcohol. That may be a case study, because you know they had liquor was illegal for a while, and that's, you know, the Al Capone them days when they was bootlegging and all of that, and
then moonshine,
and then after it became legal, I wonder how they made the transition from illegal liquor to legal liquor. So it might be something to study. Also legally, in a groundbreaking legal outcome, Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital has been held accountable for the false imprisonment and battery of 10-year-old Venice girl Maya Kowalski, leading her mother, Beata, to commit suicide.
Yes.
So the jury awarded damages exceeding $261 million, delivering a significant blow to the St. Petersburg hospital. So they basically,
and then they did another $50 million for something else, and then another 200 and something. Like they really boom.
Yeah, they layered them. They hammered them. So they said the jury found that the hospital's conduct was extreme and outrageous, contributing to the girl's mother's death, and falsely imprisoning Maya by blocking the family from leaving with her. Damages were assigned for placing her on video surveillance, photographing her without consent, and the inappropriate conduct of a hospital social worker. This is what you said. An additional $50 million in punitive damages was granted. The family's case focused on the hospital's failure to treat her for a rare brain condition with complex regional pain syndrome. The hospital's defense centered on skepticism of the diagnosis. They didn't believe that's what she had.
And so what happened is, I don't know, did you watch the documentary?
I didn't watch the documentary.
It's a documentary.
Okay.
You should go, and I think it's Saving Maya or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it. But they had found a doctor that was actually treating her.
Okay.
And it was conventional. Okay. This treatment, and you know, so what happened is when she ended up going to All Children, they were trying to explain what it was. They was like, no.
So they were telling them this is what my daughter got.
And they was like, no. And they was like, she's not in pain. And then they would say, oh, we watched her play. And then what happened? The physician, whoever called the authorities, they took Maya out of the household with her mom and her parents, and they wouldn't allow them to interact with her whatsoever. Then before the mother committed suicide, they went to court, and they stood by the ruling by the hospital, the person who said
so this. They said that the hospital was not wrong for what they did.
And the mom was like, can I just hug her? Like, ask it. And they told her no. And the next day, then afterwards, her mom killed herself. And then the next day, she was released back to her family.
After her mom killed
herself. Wow. And then if you do even more research, they say the same person has done this to other people. There's somebody who, and allegedly, because, they're sitting in jail right now for 9 years because the same person accused them of abusing the child and all this other stuff, and they took their child away from them. They have documents of this same person,
the social worker,
doing this and standing by and not listening. Now, and this is a social. I thought it was a nurse.
Okay, because that's what I don't know, but it said that the social worker had a part in this that caused them to have to pay, right?
Right, but because people were like, it's crazy. It's so sad.
Inappropriate conduct of a hospital social worker resulted in an additional $50 million in punitive damages that was granted.
Right, and this lady, I think they're suing her as well because she has done this to other people.
Wow.
Yes.
And it said, despite the hospital's intent to appeal based on alleged errors, the verdict holds implications for medical accountability and reporting practices. The Kowalski's family's pursuit of justice sheds lights on the challenges within the medical system and the need for comprehensive oversight to prevent misconduct and safeguard patients' well-being.
And I understand that, you want to put policies and procedures in place to keep children safe. Mm-hmm. But you also have to know that some stuff, kids are not being harmed.
Right.
Like I remember when Qiana broke both her arms, right? Ooh. Like she flipped off the swing set. Boom, she was trying to grab it. Mm-hmm. Flipped off. I didn't know she broke her arms. I took her to the hospital. When I realized it, I was like, let her tell the story, right?
Yeah.
A week later, she was at her dad's house with her cast,
full
cast on her arm.
On both arms. Yeah.
And she fell and split her knee.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I can't take you to the hospital. They're going to think I'm abusing you, girl.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But those are considerations that you shouldn't have to have. Like if you think that, you should, this is a place where you go to get help and you shouldn't be worried that you're going to possibly lose your child.
Right.
For coming in there and telling them like these things happen.
And then it was another lady who came in, like I think the baby had jaundice, and they wanted to treat them naturally and not use the medication. They took the baby. And this is like, when did your child become your child?
Yeah.
Because
I think it's balanced too though. Cause like when do you realize that the child is in danger? Cause like you wanna, like they got an ear infection and you just wanna, wrap their head up in collard greens and have them go lay down somewhere. Like,
I don't know. There is a balance. There is a balance.
But I think that's what this case was about. Is like, they went too far at John Hopkins All Children.
Like I really have. I don't like this. Like it needs to be fixed. Like I remember I've had people that's like going to the system and saying like my child is bad.
Okay.
Like I need help. Like let's send them to boot camp. Like they need help.
I think that too.
And the judge is like, okay, they have to sign off. The person who can't pay no bills, the person who can't
the child have to sign themselves up.
Can't go to the hospital. Can't go to a doctor without a parent.
Right.
Parents still have to sign permission slips for them to go out. But this person right here has to sign a consent to go to a boot camp. But if you, sir or ma'am, decides that they go to a boot camp, they don't have to sign off on it. How, as a parent, I know what they need more than anybody else, and you're telling me
that I can't make that decision. Yeah. The system is flawed, for sure. Let's talk about food.
Okay.
So y'all keep your eyes on that. I haven't seen the documentary, but I think what you said is called Saving Maya.
Saving Maya, something like it's on Netflix.
And I'm sure it's probably going to be like another episode that follows the court case, right? Because I think the documentary came out prior to the court case.
Yeah, it came like I know it was like this summer or something like that. So
how do you find a jury to rule without bias after they've seen that?
But a lot of people didn't see it.
Okay. So that probably was one of the questions for the jurors. Did you see this documentary?
Probably was.
Because like, how do you see that documentary and not support that family?
So if I'm a juror, I'm like, I didn't see it because
you don't want to be on that.
And I want to
You're going down.
Today is the day.
You're going down. So you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Gems morning show right here on 99.1 FM WUJM. And again, we are a public media resource of community radio. You can support us by going to 99gemstheberg.com and making a donation. Tyson Foods is recalling nearly 30,000 pounds of breaded chicken fun nuggets after consumers complained of finding metal pieces in the dinosaur-shaped patties. The nuggets sold in 29-ounce bags were produced on September 5th by the Berryville, Arkansas company. Tyson informed the USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service and said it recalled nuggets voluntarily out of an abundance of caution. So the USDA said that there had been only one report of a minor oral injury associated with consumption of the product. The nuggets subject to recall carry the number P7211 on the back of the package. So if you got some fun nuggets in your freezer,
throw them away.
Yeah, because you're going to be looking at the package. I paid $30 for these nuggets. Is this P7211? No, get rid of them.
Yeah, take them back to the store. Get a refund.
Yeah, because they've been recalled. So they said that the USDA urged consumers with the nuggets in their freezers to throw them out or return them to the place.
And let me tell you, this is Walmart take back everything.
Just take them back.
I done seen I seen Bongo in Walmart one time.
What's Bongo?
It's a clothing line.
Okay. I got you. And they in Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get on, get on.
I mean, they just return everything, so just go ahead and get your little store.
So it wasn't even Walmart stuff. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't think they sell Bongo no more. They just, but yeah. Good morning, Dave.
Shout out to Super Dave, man.
And if you ain't got your coffee, because I had my coffee this morning, Urban Drinker is where you need to be at.
That's where I'm planning on going this morning.
7 to 2.
Yeah.
That they sell coffee. You can get some some Danishes. Some
good
tea.
vibes, always good people too. As Urban, that's the place where everybody know your name.
It surely is.
And so I love I've been taking meetings over there doing my coffee run and
it's nice. It's
just amazing.
Sit down. Yeah.
Here's the thing that I gotta be more disciplined though, because
you end up staying.
I end up staying all day because people pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. I had my one meeting, and then I got time in between this one and the next one.
And now you got another.
And now I got another one in the lot. So I mean, it's just a beautiful spot. Great energy, great vibes, great people. Mm-hmm. So Florida has experienced, not surprisingly, a decline in demand for firearm training following the recent changes in the concealed carry permit requirements. Mm-hmm. The amended law now allows concealed firearm carry without a permit, leading to a significant drop in concealed carry permit applications. The shift raises concerns among firearm instructors regarding community safety, because if you was in the firearm instruction business is hurting right now. The law impact, the alteration in the law enabled concealed carry without a permit has resulted in a notable decrease in permit applications. Formerly, these permits necessitated safety and legal training for firearms owners. Firearms instructors are alarmed by the diminishing interest in safety and legal training, fearing the potential consequences for community safety. Because if you're not being trained, how do we know that you're safely carrying your weapons? Yeah.
I get it, and I agree with you. But this is when you get creative. If your job, if your business that you have is in a decline, mm-hmm. you need to figure out how to get your clientele back.
Right.
Like you're talking about restaurants who had to be creative during COVID mm-hmm. and all this other stuff. Businesses, if you didn't get creative, you shut down.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
You're crying, when. Figure out how to get people there.
So I think it's not just the business; it's also the concern for safety.
I'm just saying.
But I hear that.
Yeah, figure out how to get people
so
there.
You got to figure out how to get people there, because before the state law said they had to use your service.
Right.
Now, so I get it.
So you didn't have to do
it was like segregation. Like when we talk about black businesses, how they thrive during segregation, it was because it was illegal for black people to not shop with black people.
Right.
So I get it. Blacks had to support blacks because that was the law. When the law changed, we started seeing dollars leave our community because they had to go, you had the option to go to other places. Same thing happening here. So like the state law was that they had to have your training and your safety, security, whatever. Mm-hmm. Now the law changed. They don't have to do it. So people not doing it. So and your business is suffering as a result of it.
Get a good marketing team.
Yeah.
I mean, and safety is definitely important, right? Because I think that you still should get your concealed, right? I think that you still should get training. I think that you need to go to the gun range. I'm all about safety. I'm a gun advocate, but I'm all about safety. So go do it. But you really need to be at these gun shows and at these places and making bundle deals.
Okay. So,
you know
so
what
like
I mean?
buy your gun, get your training.
Right, at a discounted price. Boom, boom, boom. And you might not get paid as much as you used to, but you getting something that you ain't getting right now.
Because the law done changed. So basically the impact of Florida's altered concealed carry permit requirements underscores the ongoing debate surrounding individual gun rights and the necessity for training and safety measures. The decline in training participation raises questions about community safety and the potential risk associated with inadequate firearm education in the absence of mandatory permits.
And you need to know, because people like to carry their guns from state to state.
Ooh.
You know what
that's
I mean?
Always been, that's and always so been something that you learn in
there. And what states that your concealed weapons license allow you to carry in.
Okay.
With that. So just because Florida doesn't require doesn't mean another state does not. So there's reasons why you should.
Absolutely. You want to remind them what would you rather is, and then we'll get into Ask Qiana?
Would you rather, really quick, you find $100 bill in a public toilet stool.
Okay.
Or find a $20 bill in your pocket.
Would you rather? What would you take? What you doing?
I already said
you
that.
Said you taking.
I'm taking the $100 in the toilet and recycling it immediately
from the toilet to the cashier.
But I'm gonna have my hands covered with something.
I mean, now that you say that.
No. You $80 short.
Yeah, I missed the opportunity. But I mean, found money is found money. So you find $20 in your pocket. That's still,
I love that too, because I find money in my pocket all the time.
Found money is found money. So that's what's up. All right, so we're gonna do Ask Qiana, and Ask Qiana is a segment that's actually brought to you as part of the One Community Grocery Co-op. If you'd like to learn more about how we can provide food for ourselves, our families, and our community in a healthy and fresh way, go to ocgc.coop, ocgc.coop. All right, so here's today's Ask Qiana.
Okay.
All right, so, hey, Qiana, I need some advice. So, my mom took away my phone because I went a little overboard on social media. I reacted by having a little fit or whatever. I know I was wrong, but I felt like she doesn't get it, and I totally freaked out. Now I'm phoneless for a week. How do I handle this? And how can I make her understand my point when it's her way or the highway? Don't laugh.
Okay. It is her way.
Okay. That's kind of just how I go.
I mean, you don't pay the bill.
Okay.
And on top of that, if you didn't need parents, God wouldn't give them to you. And I'm so serious about this. No, and I do think there's a communication, but you need to, instead of you trying to, and I do okay, so I think there's a place where there's a space where you can be able to have an open dialogue with your parents and be able to tell them how you feel. Mm-hmm. But just because you tell them how you feel does not mean that's going to change the consequences for your actions. Okay. Because again, you were still wrong. And as your parent, it's their job to protect you and to teach you the things that are right and wrong. And you on social media showing your tail is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you are a reflection of them. And so again, as parents, we don't want to restrict you from things. We want you to be happy. Your actions got your phone taken away, and so now you need to reflect on yourself and see what you did to get it taken away. Because if you was on social media too much and you was not showing your tail, you would still have your phone.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you probably don't pay that phone bill.
Right. Yeah, if you're in a spot where your phone can be taken, you probably ain't in the bill. This is what tripped me out, though. It says, I reacted by having a little fit or whatever.
I know.
Oh, my God.
And I done been there.
Yeah.
I done been there. Like, I done had happened to when I said I wanted to go to a party. My mama told me I couldn't. I was so upset because they changed the party so I could come.
Okay.
And then I tore down all my posters in my room. Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
had your fit,
cried, huh? Mm-hmm. And then I woke up. I was so sad. All my posters I done went and collected over all the time.
That was the time when you had the different magazines.
Right, you had to get the posters. They all gone. H-Town, Tevin Campbell.
You had it laid out.
Oh yeah, all over there. But then you know what? It was that party ended up having a shootout there. Ooh. You know what I mean? So my mom saved my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear that.
And so parents do things that they feel like is best for you, and not every decision is going to be the right decision, and it may not feel comfortable, but they're doing what they feel is best for you.
Okay, so here's the question. How can I make her understand my point? When it's her way or the highway? So you saying it's her way or the highway, period. I mean, but I mean, how do you make them understand your point?
You can sit down and, hey, Mom, let me tell you how I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can tell you some tools that we did in my house is that I had the non-judgment jar. I've talked about this before. Sure. Is that when there's something I didn't like or Cheyenne didn't like, we would write it in there and drop it in a jar. Okay. And then later on, we had a day where we would sit there where nobody's upset and we would read it. And this is the non-judgment where we can have an open dialogue without feelings, necessarily being attached to it.
That takes some skill too. Because I mean, you can set that stage, but depending on what comes up in those conversations, like it still takes some navigation, because nobody want to be wrong. Nobody want to so I think that takes practice and
but this skill. Is how you start to,
because I mean, I unite with it. Sounds great, right? As a theory, but once you sit in that room with your children and they start hitting you with different things, and this is a no judgment zone, or vice versa, like how do you like?
And this is when you start to teach your child how to communicate properly.
Yeah.
And this is when you become the parent and you lead by example.
True.
And so. It is hard because, parents feel like, yo, it's my way or no way.
How do you not bring it up later, like outside of the non-judgment zone? Like that thing that we talked about in the non-judgment zone?
Mm-hmm.
It's tomorrow now. And I want to like double click on this. Let it go?
You got to let it go.
Yeah.
Like you really got to let it go.
Okay.
Because again, this is building trust amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want your kids to trust you, you have to keep to your word when it comes to things like this
and honor that space.
And honor that space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then let them know that again, like I used to always say, like, I forget what you think your consequence going to be is.
Okay.
I'm your mom.
Because that's what the fear of not saying, the reason you don't say something is because you're afraid of the consequences of
forget
expressing
the consequence
yourself.
Because my first thing is to protect you.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Now, there may still be a consequence, but it's going to be worse if I find out
later on.
Okay. Let me do what I need to do to help, because I'm going to hold your secrets. I'm going to do, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do that. And usually the fear of the consequence is greater than what you actually are going to get.
It's always, yeah. In most cases,
you know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, honestly, respectfully, you could either write your mom a letter, expressing how you feel.
I like that.
And or ask her if you can talk. But again, just because you express how you feel does not mean that's going to change the consequence. And you learn stuff from your kids too as parents. Like sometimes, you could see something in a different light. Like I've learned so much from my children,
right.
You know what I mean, that I've collected over the years that changed my way of thinking and some stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not one of them people, it's my way or the highway, but it is my house.
Yeah. My house, my rules.
Right. Yeah. But you are allowed to have an input, and then I make the final decision, and your input may sway how I move, but it's still my decision because I pay all the bills.
Right on. Miss Debbie, give us a call. She putting some things in the chat that I think is very important for us to hear about. So if you give us a call within the next 2 or 3 minutes if you're still watching, and we'll be able to have you tell us about what's happening. But she put in here the link to the Tampa Bay Afrofuturism Festival .com. Go there, and you can also go to tbaff.com. and find out about the Tampa Bay.
And this the last week. They've been doing, this the last week. They had 3 weeks in, 3 total weeks. Yeah. This will be the 3rd week. They've been doing it every weekend, kicking it off. Friday, keeping you busy with free events. All you have to do is sign up for it.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's been amazing. So yeah, so to the teen who wrote, I like what Qiana said. Write your mom a letter. That may be helpful to be able to express yourself, because that was a question. And you got to sit without that phone this week. And
that's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My mom took my phone away because I went a little overboard on social media. That could be. Trying to think about what that means.
That could be
what is a little overboard.
It could be posting pictures. It could be
just way too much time.
Overboard. It could be a lot of things that came in. And again,
I reacted by having a little fit or whatever. You can't minimize the fact that you had a fit on your mom.
Hey, but these kids right here really forget. Like,
I totally freaked out. But now I'm phoneless for a week.
Yeah, but these kids be forgetting who the parent is.
And you have to remind them.
You really do. Yeah. And
I'm not one of your little friends. That was that reminder. Was that what that always was?
Yeah, like I'm friendly to you, but I ain't your friend.
Yeah, no, that's
right.
You
know what I mean? And I think that kids are put here to push the boundaries.
Yes, they are.
And to see how far you go. And parents is here to yank you back in the box and say you went too far.
That was a part of the job I didn't understand until I became a parent, because I had, parents who didn't understand as well. I mean, I'm sure most of us did.
And it ain't that they didn't understand. They already experienced a lot of it.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I realized that when I got grown, though. But at the time, they just didn't understand me.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some shout outs and talk about what some community events in the time that we got left, because I see they popping in. So you can donate to Coat the City with Kindness. Oh, and today is Kindness Day, World Kindness Day. And so you can coat the city with kindness campaign by dropping off gently used jacket, the well, or Saturday shops. For more information, you can go to mitchumservices.com. mitchumservices.com. Thank you for that, Tamika.
Yes.
And thank you for what you're doing, because I know that was a pet peeve of mine. When I used to take my grandchildren to school, and
you just talked about it when
the weather changed, and man, when you see them kids out there with no coats on, it's like who's responsible?
But we talk about this. They wear hoodies all year round,
and then when it's cold, it's cold. Yeah, that's true. That's a real thing. Like the day when you should have the hoodie on,
where your hoodie?
You don't have your hoodie.
You don't have the hoodie on all summer long.
But now you want to wear the hoodie.
It's 200 degrees out there, and you got this hoodie on, and now that is 9 degrees out there.
You sleeveless, right? No, that's a real thing. But you can actually contribute to that, because they may not have a coat. So Coat the City with Kindness campaign. Again, learn more about that at mitchumservices.com. And again, just want to shout out the Afrofuturism weekend. Community Tech was amazing. And just a lot of the different events that they were doing around the city were phenomenal. And so support that, tap in. The community benefits agreement policy. Y'all know we worked on a policy as a part of the New Deal for St. Pete, the community benefits agreement ordinance. Basically, having it where if the city is contributing a significant amount to a to a project, then the community would be able to come to the table and negotiate certain benefits. Last week, there was an advertisement. Actually, last 2 weeks, there's been an advertisement to members of the community who live in the area within a 1 mile radius of the gas plant, historic gas plant development. So that's like Botley Park, too. That's when I didn't get the map, but I had some people who live in Botley Park. They was able to apply because that's within the 1 mile radius. And so, so it's not just downtown. It actually comes up 16th Street. So it's some areas where our people are.
Okay, good.
And they can actually apply to be on that council. That closed on November 10th, but also tonight. So if you're not doing nothing at 5 o'clock and you want to learn more about it, the Community Benefits Advisory Council will be meeting tonight, and you can either attend in person or you can just watch it online. You can go to stpettv.org and you can watch what happens at this community benefit agreement meeting. So you can get an understanding of what the process is like. I kind of nerded out. This is like what helped me with organizing is I used to watch the city council meetings before I was on council. So like I'd be working at home and I put on the council meeting and you can see what's happening. You can hear what people are talking about. You look at the agenda. So that's how I got familiar with what was happening in local politics.
Yeah.
Was just by watching the City Channel. I know that ain't nothing we do. Maybe I'm just a different kind of person.
I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I think people who are like, you find when you're looking for something that you need, you find it.
Yes.
You know, so yeah.
So that's a great
resource there.
It's a great resource. So you can actually do that. Go to the City Channel. I think it's 641 on Spectrum, or it's St. Pete TV. stpete.org, and then you just do /St. Pete TV. But if you go all the way down to the bottom of the page, you'll see it. So that's there. And then also want to give a shout out to neighborhood associations. Palmetto Park Neighborhood Association meeting is tomorrow night. You can find out about that on D7 Speaks. I was at Live Oaks Neighborhood Association meeting last week. Great time. They're actually planning like their chili cook-off. The beautiful thing about neighborhood associations is when they're done right and the views expressed right, it really fosters a sense of community, because there are some neighborhoods where it's just all about the business. They're going to, give you the, here's the president's report, here's the treasurer's report, here's all the complaints about the stuff that we don't like, and then here's the action items follow up. But then you have meetings where it's like, okay, we're going to get those reports, but then we're going to talk about ways to build community. So one of the ways that they're doing it in Live Oak is they're doing like a holiday food drive, and they're also doing like a chili cook-off. Then in Child's Park, that's the space where the community tech days are planned. And that's, you know what I mean? So it's like all of those things are happening in these neighborhood and community spaces. And so if you want to tap into yours and you're in District 7, you can go to d7speaks.com and you can find your neighborhood association and the times that they meet. And I encourage everybody to at least go to one or two, see if it's something for you to do.
Yeah, especially if you're in the neighborhood. Yeah, you should
be in community. So Palmetto Park is tomorrow, and then Child's Park is the third Tuesday. Y'all tap in, man. Go get with your neighbors and get with your neighborhood association.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, Great American Teaching. Just want to remind y'all. Lily said, "Come to Perkins." Perkins got it going on over there too. I was at Perkins. Oh, this is what I had, the 1 a day challenge, and so I'm starting in November. I'm trying to lose these 18 pounds. In 60 days. Not going so well. I think I may have lost like 2. But it's also just about heart health and getting healthy.
But you know what? Yeah. Don't get discouraged because you don't make the goal, as long as you're still losing.
Yeah. And I feel good. So
that's what it's about.
I feel good. My clothes was fitting a little baggy. So my wife been telling me it's inches, not pounds.
Right.
And so that's another one of the measurements.
Remember, muscle weighs more than fat.
There you go. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. so I'm holding steady, but firming up a little bit. But if you want to be a part of a supportive group, you can join the hashtag 1 a day challenge Facebook group. And we encourage each other to do some type of exercise every day. We say at least 1 mile a day, but if it's not a mile, you can do some type of exercise. As you know, daily walking has more health benefits than just sporadic heavy lifting and trying to like binge and starve yourself and all of that. Just do something consistently every day. And there's a great group of us that are part of the hashtag 1 a day challenge on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Look us up and join the group. And for those who in the group, because we got people in the group, you in the group?
I am, but I'm not even on Facebook.
Oh, that's right. You got that thing. Because I was about to give you some criticism here. Because we got a lot of people in this Facebook group. And I know y'all doing some things, but y'all ain't posting.
But you want me to tell you, because the algorithm has changed on Facebook.
Okay.
Again, even if they're in the group, if they're not seeing anything, it's not reminding them to post it.
Okay, gotcha.
Because if nobody likes your post, or it's only a few, like people look at it
right
and don't like it, Facebook keep on pushing it further down, and it doesn't. So somebody has to have some type of interaction with it so that it goes into your normal algorithm where like masses of people are seeing it.
So that's why people putting the thing in the comments now instead of in the. Because
like
I've been seeing that
everybody, at everyone.
Oh, I don't like at everyone.
So at everyone,
I don't like at followers.
So that
I don't like at highlight. like it's real. I'm getting to a point now when I see so and so has mentioned you and other followers. Like I don't even click on that no more because I know
it may be something that you need. Like it be like so everybody that's at the day at 1.
Okay.
And you put
so if I do at everybody,
right? Everybody that's in that group,
they're gonna see it. Okay,
they're gonna see it. So that's the
okay.
So that's
because I use it sparingly.
So that goes that like trick the algorithm.
Okay.
So like if I wouldn't normally see it, but then it shows people who typically looks at your page too.
The followers
everyone will show the people who typically,
because I used it, but I'm like, I know how I respond to it, and so I'm careful when I do that, because it's like I really don't like to at everyone. I like to try and make it specific to people, like target the things that they want to see, but sometimes you just got to add everybody.
So I'd rather for you to be aggravated with me than for you not to see it.
Okay,
that's me.
I'm sold. So watch out, y'all. Because I got a bunch of stuff I be wanting people to see, but I'm careful because it's like everybody might not want to see this.
Everybody might.
So I don't at everybody.
But again, the beauty is that they don't have to click on it. And then as people comment on it, I don't think it chimes you.
Okay.
I don't think it's like
oh yeah, because once like now they commenting and
I don't think it chimes.
Yeah, you're getting all of these notifications about something that you're not interested in.
Yeah, I don't think it chimes. It just gives you the knowledge that somebody is doing it.
Okay,
and then you can interact with it, but not. So yeah, so we got 2 minutes.
All right, so again, that's all that I had, man. I just want to encourage people to stay involved, get involved, and stay involved. It's a lot of things happening. We get invited to a lot of these public input info meetings where we don't show up because we don't think that our opinion matters. And I'm finding that in some of these spaces, votes are being taken, consensus is being given to move forward with things. And so if we're talking about a democratic process, you think a lot of times your vote is just at the polls. But if you're in a room with 60 people and they're voting on whether or not to advance this transportation plan, then your vote actually has more weight because it's less people. And so show up to these spaces, man, lend your comments, lift your voice, and then cast your vote for what you want to see in your community. There's more that needs to be done and needs to be said.
And what's going on today at 1:30?
Today, it's tomorrow at 1:30, the Healthy Food Action Plan.
Right.
So the Healthy Food Action Plan input session, where they're talking about how to address food deserts in the communities, 1:30 tomorrow at the Child Park Rec Center. Then there's another list as you can actually find out on D7 Speaks, District 7, D7Speaks.com. You can find out about how to get engaged.
Yes. Okay. So listen, be the change you want to be or see.
Mm-hmm.
Write down those 5 things. I did 2 challenges today.
Yep.
I challenge you to be kind to somebody for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it into 2024. And that's if you give somebody a smile, a hug. You never know how far that's going to go. Open somebody's door. If you see somebody struck a lot of groceries and you have none, offer to help, because some people don't want the assistance or whatever the case is. Just be kind to your neighbor. I'm challenging you to do that. The second thing I'm asking you to do is now figure out what you require in your life.
Right.
What is the requirements that you have, because it changed per season. And then it kind of put life in perspective a little bit for you so that you move forward into the new year with a clear head and realize what your relationships look like and what are you requiring to make sure that you operate in a healthy space, mentally, physically, and emotionally. All right.
I love it. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.